Then you see a pack of Hell's Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars, because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined a street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out back.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there, I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today we're going to talk about the 17 members of the 19 members of the Hells Angels arrested in New Zealand, and they confiscated $2.5 million. And we're going to get into that story today. New Zealand is a very strict country when it comes to these motorcycle clubs. They can't even wear a patch in public. They have something called the patch law, where they cannot wear patches in public and just freely. Obviously, they have that up in Canada. As we talked about yesterday, this guy got arrested for wearing colors. Well, it was a little more than that, but there is no colors in parks. But over there in New Zealand, it's a whole nother story. You can't wear them anywhere. And if you have tattoos, not gang tattoos. If you have motorcycle club tattoos on your face, done deal. You're going to jail for it. And I think that's just insane. It's crazy that they can police you like that. I mean, the United States is a free country. New Zealand's a little different than the United States. It's very different. But we're going to get into it. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother's sister's friend about Chat with Stacks, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. And I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. Bella, how are you? Mountain Woman, what's going on? Jimmy Mack. Hoggy? Hodsky. Is that how you say it? Hodsky? Shout out to you, man. Yeah, it was 19. Mountain Woman, how are you? No, Canada, you can wear your colors. You can wear your colors, but they said no colors in this park in Canada. So the guy that we talked about yesterday got arrested for trying to lay a black wreath down at the cathedral or something like that. And you guys saw the video. I posted a video of him getting arrested, and his wife was arrested as well for creating a public disturbance. But there wasn't supposed to be any patches in that park at all. That was like the rule, no patches in the park. So him and his wife got arrested. I don't think it was for wearing the patches in the park, but I think it was for creating a public disturbance, basically. And this is the guy and his wife that were arrested with the outlaws. And this is him being led away. And someone said that other patch with the skull could be an outlaw from a different country. I don't know. Do they have that where it's totally different? I know some patches are different in different countries. Just like Australia with the Heathens motorcycle family. The patches are one way here and they're different over there because you can't have a swastika on your cuts in Australia. It's like a rule there. You will get fined or whatever they do there. Rah, what's going on? How are you? S&S Contracting, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. Tracy, what's going on? So today, we are talking about this bust. Here's some pictures from the bust. Here's them cutting the gate down. They are not playing games over there. Now, this is directly from the New Zealand police. Police have arrested and charged 19 members and associates of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, Whanganui chapter today. A huge blow to their stronghold in the area, it says. Operation Roundup has seen nearly $2.5 million worth of assets seized by the police and executed around 30 search warrants on properties and vehicles this morning. The search warrants were executed. How the hell do you say that word? Whanganui? We'll just say Wang. We'll call it Wang, right? Auckland. Assisted by Armored Offender Squad and Special Tactics Group. That's probably like the SWAT team equivalent to the U.S. So they seize trucks, motorcycles, all kinds of stuff. Brand new bikes. During the warrants across North Island, items seized include 5 firearms, a brick of cocaine, $7,000 in cash, and around 10 ounces of meth. 17 men and 2 women have been charged, including the president, vice president, and the sergeant of arms. Central District Crime Manager, Detective Inspector. Holy shit. That's a big title. He says this is a significant blow to the gang, which has entrenched its presence into the community for decades. As part of the enforcement activity, Police Central Asset Recovery Unit, damn, they all need big, long titles, huh? Has restrained 5 motorcycles, 7 vehicles, 3 properties, 2 jet skis, and around $108,000 in cash. A detective said the operation has been spearheaded by Central District Organized Crime Unit in all of police approach to tackle gang harm. Staff from several work groups and locations have worked as one to obtain these results. The assets restrained believed to be proceeds from crime, and anyone profiting from the sale of illicit drugs can be expected to have their assets restrained or forfeited. We will continue to use all available tools to disrupt criminal organizations who put profit from offending from the harm caused by illicit drugs in the community, detectives said. The operation began in March 2024 and has involved hours of planning, resources, and work by numerous police staff. Police cannot rule out further arrests and charges. The inspector said that the arrest of so many leaders of the Hells Angels will have a huge impact on the community. They said this gang is part of the fabric of Whanganui for years. And the generational harm they have caused is significant. However, it is important to remember what comes next once gang leaders have been arrested. So they look at this motorcycle club like it's a straight up gang. They're not even giving them any leeway, nothing like that. They are looking at it like they're a gang and that's it. New Zealand does not play when it comes to motorcycle clubs. They just don't play around. They will put you in prison just for associating with each other. It says the very fact that the gang has been part of so many lives means we need also to take care of those who have relied on the gang's activities for so long. Partners, children's, now all need support. Local agencies will help assist the loved ones impacted by these arrests. How are they going to assist them to ensure that they have support moving forward? So what? They're going to try to help the families so that the families and all that are on their side? The inspector says the local Iwi leadership has spoken to him about introducing meth harm reduction program into the community, which police said they would be in support of. All those arrests have been appeared today and are appearing in court in the next coming days. So the charges that they're facing are insane. 3 counts of importing cocaine, 4 counts of importing methamphetamine, 3 counts of possession of meth for a supply, possession of cocaine for a supply, conspiracy to supply methamphetamine, participating in organized criminal group. That was a 35-year-old man was charged with that. And a 30-year-old man was charged with this 3 times importing cocaine, importing methamphetamine, conspiracy to supply methamphetamine, 2 counts of possession of meth to supply, 2 counts possession of cocaine to supply, 1 count of supplying cocaine, and 1 count of participation in a criminal organization group. That is insane. So here, let me see if I can show you. It's hard to say these names, some of them. Maybe you guys can. Let me show you a map of where this all took place. All right, so New Zealand, right? This happened in 2024. I'm going to tell you about this situation. I told you New Zealand does not play. New Zealand has recently acted a Gang Act of 2024, which significantly impacts motorcycle gangs and other criminal gangs by banning the public display of gang insignia, granting police dispersal powers, and allowing a non-consorting orders to restrict gang members and their interactions. These measures are designed to disrupt gang activity and reduce harm that they cause. And here's a breakdown of the legislation. Ban on gang insignia. It is now illegal for gang members to display gang insignia, patches, symbols, etc. in public places. Public places are broadly defined and including areas like streets, parks, sports fields, pubs, restaurants, public transportation. This ban also extends to items associated with the insignia like clothing or vehicles. Tattoos are explicitly included in the definition of insignia. The legislation includes expectations such as for insignia used for legitimate purposes like historical reenactment or theatrical performances. The dispersal notice. Police can now issue dispersal notice to stop gatherings of 3 or more gang members in public places if they are causing a disruption or fear. These notices require gang members to leave the area and not associate with each other in public for 7 days. So they could come to them and say, we don't want you being around each other for 7 days. And if they breach that, they will go to jail. Breaching the dispersal notice can result in arrest and prosecution. Non-consorting orders. The police can apply for court orders to prevent specific gang members from assorting or communicating with each other for up to 3 years. So they can put an order in. It's kind of like a restraining order for each person. Like, if they don't want them to communicate with each other. That's crazy. Now, if you don't think that they can do this in the U.S., just wait. Anything they do somewhere else, I guarantee you the U.S. is looking at it to see if it works. And this is like taking your constitutional rights away. It's crazy. And you know they do it to us every day in this country. These orders aim to disrupt communication and coordination among gang members. Breaching non-consorting gangs can lead to imprisonment or significant fines. Aggravating factors for sentencing. Now, this is if you are a part of one of these clubs and you get arrested for something, right? The Sentencing Amendment Act of 2024 makes gang members an aggravating factor in sentencing for criminal offenses, potentially leading to harsher penalties. Application of the law. The Gang Act of 2024 applies to 35 gangs listed in the act, with the possibility of adding more gangs in the future. The act defines gang members broadly to include prospects, nominees, individuals displaying insignia, and those involved in gang affairs or criminal activities. So they don't care. They put prospects on the list, associates, they don't care. Enforcement and initial outcomes. Police have been actively educating gang members about the new laws and engaging with them to encourage compliance. Despite this, there have already been arrests and charges for breaching the insignia ban. Police have also seized gang patches and firearms during enforcement efforts. Concerns and criticisms. Some critics argue that the law is unfairly targeting the community who are disproportionately represented in gangs. Others express concern by the law may be effective in reducing gang membership and may instead lead to more converted forms of gang activity. Human rights concerns have also been raised, particularly regarding freedom of expression or association. You know, they have that in the U.S. You can associate with anybody you want, unless you're, you got court cases going on and you can't associate with certain people. They'll do that to you in the U.S. Like, if you're on supervised release, you can't associate with anybody that has criminal activity, criminal records or anything. There's also a concern that the law could lead to increased harassment of individuals who are not gang members, but are perceived as such due to their appearance or association. And that's just crazy. It's insane. And I'll get you guys the list, and you could look at all the names that are on this list of different organizations. Just a crazy thing. And they definitely can do that in the U.S. STMC, what's going on? How are you? Thank you for joining me today. Damn, we got a lot of people in the house. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? I appreciate everything you do for this channel. We've been hitting some milestones, and I'm very thankful for all of you. Make sure you guys check out Patreon. Yeah, freedom of speech doesn't go in every country, Uncle Pete, what's up? Just a test run to see what they do overseas always comes to the U.S. It's all a part of taking out the last real outlaws. They don't want real men to be their opposition 100%. They want to stop all of it. They don't want people to think for themselves. If they can stop people from thinking for themselves, they would do it. They don't want people to live on their own, get their own, like, be able to self-sustain their own life. Like, look at all the rules they're putting on people with ammunition. Even if you're legal to carry weapons and things like that, you can't stockpile ammunition. And it's in the Constitution, but people get arrested for it all the time. So it doesn't make sense. But we're going to talk about a bunch of other cases today. We're going to talk about this guy. This guy's a real winner. Connecticut man gets 65 years for killing his girlfriend, but their daughter remains missing. This is in Milford, Connecticut. A Connecticut man was sentenced Monday to 65 years in prison for the 2019 beating death of his girlfriend, Christine Holloway. But their baby daughter disappeared at the time and remains missing. Jose Morales, 48, was convicted by a jury in April of murder and evidence tampering in Holloway's killing, which took place inside her home in Ansonia. It's about 10 miles west of New Haven. Their daughter, Vanessa, was 14 months old when Holloway was killed, and their relatives continued efforts to find her. Police said in 2019 that Morales was a suspect in the girl's disappearance, but he was never charged. Several family members of Holloway spoke at the sentencing. What was done to my niece, Christine Holloway, was unforgivable and disgusting. And that monster continues to lie. Where is Vanessa? How can someone be so cruel? Anna Radowski, Holloway's aunt, spoke. Morales declined to speak at the hearing in Milford Superior Court. He testified at the trial that two intruders attacked Holloway with a crowbar and assaulted him before they kidnapped Vanessa Morales. Also, he said that he was high on PCP at the time. His lawyer, Edwin Gavin, told the judge on Monday, "It's an extraordinary difficult case, and it shows the ills of PCP and drug use in our society." What are you talking about, man? So, the drugs made him do it, right? Before handing down the sentence, the judge called the crimes vicious and said Morales showed careless indifference in human life. Mr. Morales, you are a dangerous person and a significant threat to society, and you need to be removed from the community for a substantial period of time, the judge said. If you get charged with murder in Connecticut, you are doing 65 years or better. So if you're in your 30s, you threw your life away. Even your 20s, your life is gone. What are you going to be, 80 years old when you get out? If you get out. Some people go to prison, never make it out. So we got a couple other things to talk about today. This is an insane story. So if you're squeamish, you might want to leave now. This is a human skin teddy bear was found at a California bus. Draws law enforcement response. Sheriff's deputies were forced to respond to the discovery of a creepy teddy bear that looked like it was made out of bloody human tissue before it was found to be harmless. Southern California authorities said Monday. The macabre scene unfolded in the Mojave Desert city of Victorville, near a gas station on Bear Valley Road, about 85 miles northeast of downtown Los Angeles, about 150 miles southwest of Nevada state line, officials said. A doll was possibly made of human skin, was found a little bit after noon on Sunday, according to the coroner's statement. A deputy coroner investigator determined that this doll was made of fabricated material and was not human origin. before a forensic pathologist also confirmed that the object was not human, contained no human tissue. But a statement said, our investigation found that these dolls being sold on a website with the claims that the dolls are made of human skin, the coroner said. South Carolina artist identified the scary toy as one of her creations, or one of his creations. Robert Kelly, the Dark Seed Creations, said he made the bear and sold it via e-commerce platform Etsy to a buyer in Victorville. He made dozens of these teddy bears over 2 decades. And when pictures of the Victorville teddy bear started circulating on Sunday, Kelly said he knew instantly that it was one of his creations. I made that order. I put it in the box and I sent it. According to the tracking, it was delivered to Victorville on the 12th, Kelly told the news. And then on the 13th, last night, I started getting all kinds of messages. San Bernardino County authorities said the investigation is ongoing. Kelly, a longtime fan of Hellraiser director, said his products are made of latex and are tinkered with various dyes to replicate the appearance of human skin. We put skin on everything from guitars to teddy bears and couches, said Kelly. It's insane. Whose primary clients are haunted attractions, novelty stores, and his Etsy store. We use latex live castings. So we take live castings of actual human models, which adds the reality to the items. So this teddy bear had people freaked out yesterday. It was going viral all over the place. People were talking about that. Did you guys see that? It was crazy. It is pretty stupid, right? Made out of pig. So I got a video to show you guys. There's been a crazy fire in San Juan County, Utah, and they caught a fire tornado. Was caught on tape. I'm gonna show it to you.
561.
Can you imagine this shit was going by you?
You guys all good?
Hey Mark, what's up? A fire tornado.
That's what's been Davis. 305.
And have you guys seen yesterday? It was crazy flooded. I was driving at the time, and it was insane. Like, I could not see in front of the car at all. The rain was so hard. There was so much water coming down. Like, what is going on with the weather lately? It's crazy. All over the country, there's floodings. Did you guys see the bears are leaving Yellowstone? So first, these mountain lions started leaving Yellowstone. Joe, what's up? These mountain lions started leaving Yellowstone, and now big flocks of bears are starting to leave Yellowstone. It says that usually they leave because of natural disasters, because they can sense it before they even happen. So there has been videos of bears leaving in packs, and they never are in packs. It says, are animals leaving Yellowstone Park? What is happening there? Recent viral videos on social media have sparked concern among nature enthusiasts and conspiracy theories alike, claiming that animals like bears and mountain lions are fleeing Yellowstone Park in masses. These dramatic posts often feature footage of bison herds, elk, and even grizzly bears supposedly escaping the park, with some suggesting it's a mass exodus signals. People think the supervolcano is about to erupt. However, scientists and park officials want to set the record straight. There is no unusual animal migration occurring. So I don't know if it's true or not. There's a lot of videos of bears leaving in big groups. Alex, what's going on? They said that they're headed to Utah, but they do. They sense things before they happen. And I keep hearing that there's an underground volcano that's about to erupt off the coast of Washington State. I don't know if it's true or not. And people have been saying that the ground's been cracking in near Yellowstone. So who knows if this is true? Let me see if I could find. It says hundreds of bears, too. Hundreds. This isn't like a couple bears. And there's videos of them walking all over the road. So, I mean, they're obviously going somewhere. And why would they do that? Let me see if I can play this for you guys. All right, so I can play the video, but I can't play the audio because he's got music on the background. So I will show you that. I'll show you guys the video. The animals know way before we know anything. They know what's going on. You guys can see this, right? So you'll be able to see the bears. Look at them all. And they're all together. Like a whole bunch of them are leaving. Why would they be leaving the park? Look at all the cougars, too. Listen to the animals know what's coming. They're grounded to the earth, they said. Well, if they're getting the hell out of there, everybody else should probably get the hell out of there, right? Why are you going to sit around and just wait for something to happen? Did you guys know that there's been like 6 eruptions of volcanoes all over the world this year? Just this year. So something's going on. And all the cats, you see all those cats? That's in Florida. That all these cats have like congregated down there in Miami. Hardwire, what's going on? How are you? Who knows what's going on? But I got a lot of good shows on the way for you guys. Tonight, matter of fact, is Coyote. She's a member of the Heathens motorcycle family. I'm dropping that interview again. And then tomorrow, we're going to do Once Upon a Time in Tel Aviv, a bank robber's story. We're going to start dropping that. So we got a lot of content on the way for you guys. And then later this week, after that, probably tomorrow, we're going to talk about the Mongols. So we got a bunch of different things. We're going to talk about the Mongols, the pagans. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. There's never a dull moment. So I hope you guys like this show. If you do, hit the like button. Subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister, friend about Chatting with Stacks. And if you want to help out the show, you can donate right there at Chatting with Stacks Cash App. I appreciate it. And if you want to tell your story on Chatting with Stacks, just email me at billstacks2021@gmail.com. If you have an idea for the show, leave it in the comments or email me, and I'll take everything into consideration. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged, and investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.
Oh yeah, start your own fucking podcast.